Hi everyone, and welcome back to Baby Talk Tuesday. We've got little Abel here and we're going to have some fun with him today. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell underneath that so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Share around this channel to help it to grow and shoot me and Abel a thumbs up. Let's get started, everyone. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Great to see you. Little Abel and I are excited to do another Baby Talk Tuesday. And what we're going to do today with Abel is do a real bottle feeding. We've just got 1 ounce since he's just a micro preemie little baby. He's a full body micro preemie little boy. He does have the parts. He is atomically correct. But we're going to do a bottle feeding with him with just 1 ounce. And since he does have a open mouth, it is going to drip and everything. He's not a wet and feed or feed and wet system. So, you know how it runs through you. But you do want to, regardless, you do want to give them a bath afterwards. So after he eats, we're going to go ahead and give him a little bath. Now, I did do a recording of that last time I did him. So I'll skip the bathing. I will do more bathing videos on him. Don't worry. It's just that right now we'll just kind of keep the video a little shorter by not doing, showing the bath part. And then I'm going to show you just getting him ready in his bed clothes. We'll be changing him and putting him in something different. But yeah, today we're going to do a feeding and basically a getting ready for bed. I know I've already showed you guys that, but being a micro preemie, there's not much you can do with them. They eat and sleep, right? So that's what we'll be doing with him. So he's sleeping right now. I'm sure when we take the little nuke out, I always say nuke. The little nook out or pacifier, I'm sure he's probably going to wake up and probably start whining, but we'll try to switch this over quick. I do have some KY jelly on this that works great. It's a water-based. You want to make sure you get the water-based KY so it slips into their mouth easier because silicone to silicone, you don't want to be ruining their mouths and everything. His mouth is open a little bit more, and this bottle's a little bit big for him being a micro preemie, but it does fit into his mouth, so that's good. So yeah, we're just going to do that, but I did already put the KY jelly on it to get it ready. But what we'll do here is maybe we'll keep the little pacifier in for now. Hopefully you guys can see him while we put the little bib on him so he doesn't wake up. And I know he's so itty bitty tiny that even bibs are hard to find for him because he's so tiny. He is only a 12.5-inch baby, I believe, and he's only 1.5 pounds. It would be as if somebody delivered a baby 5 months, like into your 5th month, I believe it is. So, of course, most babies would not live, but they're just fun to have, these little micro preemie ones, because they're just so darling and so cute. If the baby could live through that, definitely would be in the hospital for months and months and months. But this one gets to stay home with me, right? Because we're just having fun. We're just playing. But yeah, I do love having such a tiny little guy here. All right, and then we're going to put this kind of under him, just so that, because I know it's going to be dripping. So I want to put, actually, I'll put this kind of all the way around him so that if it does drip, it's going to just drip into that, and then we'll use it for burping too. But that way it's going to drip into that and not really on his clothes, because he does have the bib to protect him as well, but that's how we're going to do it. All right, so let's get the little cover off and get ready, because we just don't want to have too much crying, right? So we've got this ready. We're going to go ahead and pull the nuke out. He is sleeping, so maybe he won't wake up. He's staying sleeping. Let's see if we can wake him up a little bit, though. Wake up. We gotta wake you up a little bit. Yeah, gotta wake you up a little bit. Yeah. There's a little bit of crying. Yeah, I hear it. They all hear it. They know. They know. They can hear it. All right, so let's slip this in. Let's kind of push it into his mouth there. There we go. And we'll do a feeding. Here we go. I hope you guys can see. I'll turn a little bit this way so you can kind of see as he eats. And it will drip out. But like I said, we've got it covered here with the bib. And then I'm just going to kind of squeeze this into there as well. And we'll kind of tilt it that way so it drips more that way. But yeah. You can kind of see it dripping out of his mouth. I hope you guys can see okay. Maybe I can pull this a little bit closer. Hopefully that's not too close. All right. Yeah, you can hear him drinking. Yeah. So it did fit into his mouth, which is good. Glad about that. And we just hope that we are getting the milk out. Yes, I do see the little air bubbles in there coming out. Yeah, he's drinking away. He's hungry. Yes, but see, I only eat 1 ounce because I am so little. That's all I need. And then I'm going to want to go right back to sleep. But I definitely will cry during the bath. They just won't get to hear because we're not going to film that part. I'm sure when I'm changing you, you're going to be crying though. Yeah, because you don't like that either. You just want to be left alone and you just want to sleep. That's all you want to do. I think you guys can see the milk dripping. It kind of seems like it's going more the other way. Whoops. I know. Get that back in there. I'm hungry. But yeah, he is drinking. I see the little bubbles going. I hope you guys, like I said, can see him. Maybe I could lift up his little hat a little bit better so you can see his face a little better. Keep this there. So, like I said, he's full silicone, so it doesn't really make a difference, and I'm going to wash his clothes anyways. But just to keep him somewhat clean. Can you guys see his little face? Yeah. Of course, he'll take a little longer to drink, probably about the same amount as one of our other babies that are bigger, drinking 4 ounces. He will take a little longer since he is just a micro preemie. I remember when my son was born, he was a preemie baby. He was born almost 4 weeks early, but I was able to take him home. He was almost 7 pounds that early. He was 6 pounds and 9.8 ounces, so he was close to the 7-pound mark, and he was 3.5 weeks early. 19 3/4 inches long, so good sized baby for that early, but I was able to take him home after 3 days. But he only did 1 ounce. Yeah, that's all he drank. He was in preemie clothes. He appeared so tiny to me, but of course they said that's a big baby for that early, you know, very big baby. And of course my son today, I said it in one of my last videos, he is 6'3" and weighs 235 pounds, so he's a big guy. And yeah, if I would have went full term, they said I would have delivered over a 10-pound baby. He easily would have been 10 pounds. Gosh, that scared me, honey. All right. That made little Abel jump, too. But yeah, so I did do micro preemie clothes with him and all that, but he woke me up every hour on the hour. That little stinker woke me up because he would only take 1 ounce. And no matter how much I moved the bottle around to try to wake him up to drink more, he just wouldn't. That was it. So my mom told me after about 2 weeks of this, getting up so much, and I was so exhausted. You know, after you deliver a baby, you're already so tired, you know, because you lose a lot of, you know, don't want to really say the word, but a lot of blood, you know, women do afterwards and stuff like that. So you're just so exhausted, and you just delivered a baby and carried it for 9 months and everything. So you're pretty tired or whatever. And I was getting so exhausted, and my mom kept offering to help. And I said, no, I got to do it, you know, and I was a single mother taking care of him by myself, and not knowing I was also developed a heart condition that I didn't know about yet, but it was making me very tired. But he got me up every hour on the hour and took 1 ounce of bottle. And my mom told me after about 2 weeks, now my mom is a mom of 4 kids, and so I'm going to listen to everything she says. I was a little bit nervous as a new mom, but thinking because he was a preemie not to do this, but she said put just a teaspoon of baby cereal in his bottle, and I guarantee he'll sleep a lot longer. His tummy will get more full from that 1 ounce. And so I listened to what my mom said, because we should, because our mothers are smart. And I did give Dylan just a teaspoon of cereal, baby cereal, into his 1 ounce of formula. And I thought I killed him. I mean, he slept for like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours. I kept checking him. I kept putting my hand on him. It was making me wake up because I was used to getting up with him every hour. So, of course, I was automatically, as a mother, just waking up and checking him to make sure he was breathing, that I didn't kill him. I'm like, gosh, should I kill him by giving him that? Well, then after that, I got a good amount of sleep. I took advantage of that. We always did the cereal in there, then the teaspoon of cereal in there for him. So during the nighttime, always at nighttime, so that I could get a little bit more sleep and his tummy would get full. Yeah, he got a little full tummy. Think of, a, you know, even a teaspoon for a baby that small, you know, a preemie baby, that would be enough. That's all it took, and he slept for a good 4 hours. So Mama could get more rest then, because I sure needed it. So, you see Abel eating, honey? He's really drinking some milk. There's Minnie, our other little, this is our jealous one. This one's the jealous one. I can't even see her face on there. She's so cute. Yeah, say she's our jealous one. But she gets spoiled. Don't worry, you guys. She gets completely spoiled, especially by my husband. So he goes to walk out the door and she cries because she's expecting to go everywhere he goes and do everything with him. And yeah, she's very close to Daddy. Daddy spoils her. So, but Abel is drinking here. I do see it dripping out, so. Let's see. I know. Let's see, there was 1 ounce in here. And it still looks like 1 ounce. So let's get this going, right? Why isn't this working? You're going to bring her with you? Okay. See, Daddy likes to take her with. Yeah, you could take her with. Whoops. All right, honey. My husband's going to run to the store quick, so. Oh, don't make her bark, honey. You hear her, guys? She knows she's going with Daddy. She knows she's going with Daddy. You can lock the door, sweetheart.
I'll lock it.
All right. So yeah, I don't think we were getting any bottle out here. I thought I was. It looked like it was dripping. Maybe that little bit that just went, or his mouth dripped. So now I think we're getting some. We just gotta make sure that we're getting this bottle out so we can get this feeding done, right? Yeah. And like I said, it will get wet through the bib and the sleeper and all that, but I'll clean all of it and give him a little bath, and then we'll get him dressed. That'll be fun. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. Again, always I always say in here, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos of the babies. You know, I like to do variety on my channel. So we do a lot of different stuff on the channel, right? And we like to do it with the babies too. We like to do different things with them. So I always try to do it in, you know, rotation with Octavia, Aurora, and Abel. We just do rotation. So after Abel, the next one will be Octavia again. We'll be back to Octavia and we'll do something fun. I think I'm going to do a day routine with all 3 of them. From jammies, you know, to day clothes, but starting with the feeding and then changing them into their day clothes, putting a cute outfit on them for the day. I think that's what we'll do for the next one. I think that'll be fun for you guys. I hope you are drinking now. It does sound like it is coming. Oh. And I do see it dripping. So unless it's just dripping very, very slow because it was still at that ounce mark. But it does look like we're getting down now. It does look like it's going. So, but anyways, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. And we're doing well over here. Enjoying our February snow. We're starting to get a little bit more snow. We haven't really got a lot of cold here in Minnesota or a lot of snow this year. It's just very awkward for us. But parts of Minnesota did get a lot of snow. It's just where I live. We didn't get a lot. It's odd or whatever. But March is always supposed to be our snowiest month. So maybe we will be getting the snow in March. Maybe that's when it's going to come. I don't know. But I am ready for spring, you guys. Even though we haven't had too bad of cold weather here. Actually, we've had more cold than snow. That's what we've had. More cold than snow. So, yeah, that part hasn't been fun. But we've had a lot of nice days, too. It goes from cold to warm, cold to warm, cold to warm. That's the only thing I don't like is when it switches so much. But, yeah, so we're just, you know, enjoying our weather and the days that we do get good and just waiting for that spring, you guys, here in Minnesota. Just got back from my brother's wedding. He got married on February 26th. You guys always get these videos later. But today is February 27th. So the wedding was yesterday. And it was just a beautiful wedding. We did it at the Mall of America, and he did it at the Chapel of Love. And yeah, it was really neat. My brother's been married before and divorced, and he is now married to the girl he's been with for the last 13 years. Finally decided to get married to her. He said he would never be married again or ever have any more kids, and he's got a child with her, Dodger. I've showed you guys my nephew. He's almost 3 now. So they share a child together, and I think my brother just decided, hey, I got to marry this girl. I've been with her a long time. And, oh, it was just awesome. I filmed it, and her face when Tommy was saying his vows just meant the world to her, because I don't think she ever thought he would get married, you know, and she was okay with that. Good girlfriend, you know, they did get engaged a couple years ago and everything, but I just really think that she just didn't believe he was ever going to get married. She used to make a joke, we'll have a no wedding. So to see her face was just amazing, you know, how happy she was in the photos and stuff. I did the filming and took photos, and I was able to share them in my Wear It Wednesday video. I did share some of the photos of all of us, and they're just, of course, the video was special for him. He could do what he wants with that on his channel, but I did share some photos. And my little nephew was so scared with everybody there being at a mall, and then all, you know, people at the wedding. They were just strangers that he didn't know, and so he was not happy. So we couldn't get him to stand up with them in his cute little outfit that he was wearing. But I did get some photos with him, so I showed you guys his cute little outfit he was wearing. You kind of got to see it. And then, of course, they were holding him, so you got to see it when they were holding him and stuff. But, yeah, it was just hard because he was pretty scared. He's not quite 3. He'll be 3 the end of March. And so, yeah, he's still scared. You know, he's at that, you know, stranger danger stage or whatever, and he gets scared. He's getting a little bit better with that, you know, as he gets older. But, yeah, he's still afraid of people he doesn't know. And then you got a bunch of people in the mall. And the mall was just loaded with people. We even asked, is there something? I mean, I know it was a Saturday, and we're talking about the Mall of America. But still, I've never seen it that busy. And we asked if there was something special going on. And they said no. And just a lot of people there. So, I don't know. Maybe people were on vacation or something and going to the Mall of America. A lot of people want to, when they come here for vacation, they want to hit that Mall of America. So, I know Jaden, when Jaden comes here, Jaden said for 20 years he's wanted to see the Mall of America. So he wants to go there like 3 times when he comes here in May. Are we getting this feeding done? Let's see. Now we're at, gosh, barely anything is coming out. But yet it looks like it's dripping all over. I don't get it. Let's try this again. Maybe I can... maybe keep it a little bit less out. Maybe it'll drip more if I do that. Maybe it just is stopping in his mouth or something. It just looks like, I mean, do you see that up close? It looks like there's so much milk coming out of his mouth. If you see that. Can you see that? It looks like so much is coming out, yet barely nothing's coming out of this bottle. So he does have a very tiny little mouth, that's why. But we'll try to speed this up by pulling it up farther. And then it, oh, there I hear it. Yeah, see if they pull it up, it can, oh, there, now, that's all I had to do. This nipple was just too long. It was hitting the back of his throat, so it was still spilling out like it's supposed to, but just dripping a little bit, but yeah. And maybe I did more than an ounce. I don't know, maybe I had 2 ounces in here, who knows? Because it's like he was drinking it. But now you can hear the little bubbles. Actually, listen, I'll try to be quiet. Hear that? If we can get him to hear it again. Well, you hear that. See the little bubbles? You do hear it. So he is eating it now. I think it just needed to pull it farther out of his mouth because this nipple's a little bit big for him. Being such a small baby. Now it's coming out quicker. Yeah, now you're drinking good. We just got to make sure we pull it up like that. So the suction, as you're pulling it in and out, you know, like they're drinking it, then the suction, you hear it. So, but yeah, the wedding was great. We had so much fun and never been to the Chapel of Love, never seen. I know they have them in Vegas, a few of them, I think, but here in Minnesota, they just have the one in the Mall of America. It was nice. Got some good photos of them. Like I said, you guys would have seen it in my Wear It Wednesday. And I shared the outfit that I was wearing to it and everything. So, but yeah, it was fun. We had a blast. Glad that they're married. They're now in Duluth celebrating their honeymoon. And I just bet you she's on cloud 9. My brother looked so happy too. I think he finally decided that this girl deserves to be married too because she waited so long for him. So, I mean, people don't have to be married, but, you know, in the eyes of God, we should be. If you're living together and all that, you should be married. That's how God would want it. Just wanted to hear if I could hear him drinking it this time. He is. I can actually feel it getting wet back there. I can feel it dripping. So that's good. Get this done with, right? God, we got 20 minutes of eating just 1 ounce. I thought this was going to go quicker for him. But it was because he wasn't eating it right. Because like I said, I had it too far back in the mouth. And I should have been listening for those bubbles or looking for them. Because that's how you know it's coming out. Now you're really drinking it. Yeah, now I can hear it. Yeah, you love that, huh? Say, Mommy loves you, you little squirt. You remind me a lot of my son, except for you're just quite a bit smaller than he was. And I thought he was so small. Nope, say you are smaller. And I can hear him really drinking now. Thank God it's just an ounce. Because I can feel it getting wet. But now you can see the bottle emptying now. So, but other than that, that's what we did this weekend. And we had, you know, that was fun. And my mom's babysitting little Dodger. She's going to stay there. They're going to be there for like 4 days. They're going to be gone for about 4 days. So, for their honeymoon, so my mom's babysitting over there. My mom and dad. Babysitting little Dodger. My little cookie monster. Love that little guy. He calls. Another time he kept saying yesterday he wanted to go to my house. He said, Auntie, I want to come to your house. He loves to call us on the phone. He loves the phone. And he's so smart. God, he's smart. He's a little Einstein. He's got a photographic memory. You can just say something, you know, show him something, and then show him, you know, later on, and he remembers. He'll remember names and everything, just that photographic memory, just seeing it. That's all he has to do is see it. And he's just a smart little guy. He knew his whole alphabets before he was 2. You could point out any letter, and he knew it, so it wasn't like he just memorized it by, you know, just the sound of the A, B, C, D. He just, smart little guy. I think we're almost done. Yeah, we're done. We're done. There. Finally, we got him to drink it, right? All right. Say, we just were pushing it back too far because we forget that you're a micro preemie. And that was the first actual real feeding I did with him. So, all right. We're going to give him a burp. Let's put this burp cloth up here. And we're going to burp him. So, yeah, we're going to give little Abel a burp. So, but anyways, yeah, I just had a nice weekend with that, being at the Mall of America. That was fun, and celebrating another wedding in our family, another beautiful celebration. So that was nice, and just enjoyed doing all these videos with you guys, having a variety, having so much fun with these babies. I really am, you know. I know they're not real, but they really are mine, and they really are fun. So I do enjoy it so much, and especially this little guy. I know you guys did hear a burp in there. I just want to see if I can get another one out. Hopefully we get another little one out for him. But it just, I have so much fun with these guys. Octavia is the best. I love all of them. There it is. I love all of them very much, but little Octavia is the most realistic to me, and just, you know, because being the size of a newborn and all that, well, she's actually a big newborn, 11 pounds. But just the weight and just everything about her, I take her out more, and I do more with her, and really love her a lot. But I do love all the babies, and I love to share them with you guys. I really do. It's just that the other one's a reborn. So that one is my 6-month-old reborn, being the body cloth. You would have seen her little Aurora. And then him, he's so small that nobody would believe you ever could take this size baby home. So we just enjoy having the smaller ones because they're just fun, because they're just little and cute. Who doesn't love something little, right? So, but anyways, so yeah, so, but Octavia is so lifelike. Even my mom said, she goes, I look at her and she goes, it's just like, I just want her to come alive. And I said, I know, I just wish she would. I think about that all the time. I just want her to open her eyes and just wake up. Got an airplane going by. I don't know if you guys are hearing that. But okay, so we did get some good burps out. And he is making a few little sounds. Little kind of crying a little bit. Not too much though. But we're going to go ahead and give him a bath, and then I'll come back on when I'm getting him dressed. Okay, little Abel's had his bath, and we're just drying him off. And he wasn't too happy in the bath. He was screaming his little head off. He seems to be okay right now. He's got a little bit of fussing right now. Just a little bit. I'm going to dry his mouth out really good with the towel here, off, you know, his little towel. And I know this just does not make you happy. You are not happy, little guy. No, say, I do not like this. None of these babies like a bath, and they get cold, and they just want to be just all done with this garbage. Say, we just want to eat and go to bed. We don't care. Just eat and go sleep. Eat and go sleep. Especially little Abel. So we're just going to dry his ears really good. Making sure I'm getting all the water out of him, because I am going to powder him. Do a little really good powder. I will keep his little parts covered. Again, just out of respect, because I am monetized on my videos. So, yeah, so we want to make sure that we can stay monetized. Because some people get offended if they see little parts. They do. They don't like that. They don't like that. No. They just don't like it. So we'll kind of uncover him a little bit so that we can powder him. We'll keep his little parts covered. But as we powder him, I'll just kind of cover him up. So there's his little body there. Let's undo his head too, so we can powder him really good. Get his little hand out here, his hand out here. Want to dry him really good. Make sure he's dry, his little feetsies and everything. Make sure he's very dry. Yeah, make sure you're very dry, because we want to make sure that you don't, you know, that your whole silicone's dry before we do anything, right? So we're just going to put a little bit of powder on him. I got some Johnson & Johnson powder here. We're just going to sprinkle a little bit on him and make his silicone soft. Yeah, put a little bit on your head. I do have him on this little blanket here, but I'm trying to keep him covered for you guys. Or this little mat, you know. So cover him up here while I sprinkle the other leg with powder. And then we can flip him over when we go to finish. And I'm just going to use this little brush and powder him up, and I'll keep him covered. Hopefully I'm keeping him covered good for you guys. We'll do a little bit of powder on the little private, because we want to keep that nice and soft too. Yeah, keep that nice and soft too. And just powder him up really good. Powder his little face and his head to make it so soft and nice. Yeah, we want to be soft and nice. And he's not crying too much, but he's crying a little bit. He's not liking this too much. No, at least he's not. Well, I guess sometimes we got him screaming there, but he's just not liking. He just wants to go to bed, that's all. But it's warm in here. As long as he's warm, he's fine. So we'll flip his little body over and keep him covered here. I'll just get in the way of the camera here to keep him covered. And do the back of him. I think he likes the little rub that he gets. Yeah. Yeah. He likes his little rub. He likes a little rub. That makes him happy. He does like this. And I can kind of just let you peek at the little butt. Look at his little butt. Nobody really gets too offended by the butt. Look at how tiny his little butt is. Hope you guys can see that. His little tiny, tiny baby butt. Hopefully my hand's not in the way for you guys to see it. Look at that tiny little butt. Yeah, say butts are okay. Baby butts are okay. That's okay to see. Say we can show the little butt. Just not the privates, Mommy. Just not the privates, Mommy. And do your little feetsies. Just not the privates. Keep them covered because people don't like it. No, they don't. And that's okay because, you know, we don't want nudity on here. Even though he's a fake little doll, we want to keep them covered and give respect to people. So, all right, now we can flip him back over. Again, just keeping him covered and keeping his head good. Yeah, this tiny little thing here. You were just a tiny little thing. We got his tiny little diaper here. I mean, look at it in my hand. And it's actually quite big on him. Still big on him, even though it's a tiny diaper. It's kind of big on him. And this is a Pampers. It says Pampers on it. I'll show you guys. It does say Pampers. Okay, so we'll lift him up and we'll just get this going here. Just now we can cover up quickly. So it's a little bit easier for me now. But you see this thing is still not a giant on him. I need to really roll this down to put it on him because, like I said, he is very, very tiny. We wrap this over like that. There we go. Now everybody can see you now. We don't got to cover nothing up now. And we'll just take this away, this little towel here, and lay you down on this mat here. Okay, and just make sure that you're good. But you are so soft, little guy. Yeah, you're so soft, little guy. Close this up. I always forget to close those. If I don't do it while I'm thinking of it, then it gets ruined. Now, these socks are going to be giant on him, you guys. But I like to put little socks on him before I put his sleepers on, just because it will hold on the sleeper better. And this is the smallest pair I have for him. So we're just going to put him on and then just kind of roll him down. I am going to either find him some socks online, or I'm going to take some of these smaller ones like this and just adjust them for his size. But you see that, yeah, they're too big. Too big, but I can adjust them. I'm very good and artsy when it comes to stitching and sewing. So I'm going to either make, you know, I'm going to just take socks because it would be much easier that you already had a sock to work with, and then adjust it, you know, just to fit him, just adjust it and make it smaller or whatever for him. Because it'd be easier than trying to make socks, which I know I could do. But, yeah, I just want to make sure his foot is in there right. Yep, it's in there right. Okay. That way he's got little socks on. Then we're just going to do the little hand gloves on him. Here's his little outfit he's going to wear. But I like these on him, too, so he doesn't scratch his little face, and it keeps his little hands warm. But I always put these on first because, again, these are too big for him as well. So I'd like to make him some actual little gloves for him, too, little mitts, you know, that for the babies so they don't scratch their face. I'd like to do that for him, too, because these are all too big. Here's a cute little sleeper. Now, this sleeper actually does fit him. I got this from Jaden. Jaden sent a couple sleepers for him that would fit him, and it just, it was made. Somebody makes these or whatever, so this is for a 12-inch baby. So this does fit him. So we're going to go ahead and put him in this. But like I said, the reason I like the socks is because then the little sleepers don't, like, you know, move around too much on them off their feet. So I do like to have the little socks on him first, because then the sleeper stays on better and stays, well, it stays on his feet better, I should say, because he's so little. Just all the babies, all the little sleepers come off. Okay, I got to get into this sleeper a little better like this and then put it on him. But yeah, it just helps. And I'm just glad that he's not too upset. He's just a little bit, but he kind of keeps calming down a little bit. Just cries a little bit. At least he's not doing it too much. I mean, we had a couple episodes there where he was screaming his little head off. But he gets tired pretty quick, you know, being a preemie. He gets tired pretty quick, so he's pretty much out right now. I think he's sleeping. So we're going to lift him up carefully and get the sleeper out from under him so we can get this on him. But you'll see now that this one's going to fit him better than that last one I put on him that I had gotten for him from Walmart, a preemie outfit, because he is not a preemie, he's a micro preemie. So that one I need to adjust a couple of those, even though they look small. I mean, even this one here was adjusted for a 12-inch baby, and it's still a little bit big on him. So we just need to adjust it. And I can't wait. I'm going to be painting him because he's never been painted. He's an unpainted baby. So he doesn't have any coloration to him, any veining, any modding, nothing done to him. No color around his lips or anything, his tongue. So even though he still is absolutely adorable, I do want to do those things with him. But you see, this one does, again, fit him a little bit better than the other one. I mean, it's more his size. You see that? It's more his size, but it's still just so big on him because he's just so skinny too. So I want to adjust all these sleepers just to fit him better. So like it would all be tucked in. It would fit him better. We do have the little hat that Jaden sent for him too. He came with that when I got him. He had a little nightgown type sleeper on. So we'll just put this little hat, since the hat he was wearing did get wet from his bottle feeding. It did get wet. So we'll do that. And then we've got a pacifier here for him. So we're going to stick this in. And this one here is a tinier one. It's not as big as you see. It is smaller than a regular one, and it's just flat like that. So I believe it's going to go into his mouth a lot better. Yep, that one does. So we'll do that, but I think still, oh, that doesn't go all the way back for him. That one doesn't. Shoot. So what we'll do is we will just go with his little one. He's got a little blue one here, his own. I'll give him that one. Because, again, I always forget. It doesn't go very far back. So we'll give him that. And I made that nipple just out of hot glue. Just kept going till I made a nipple. And it does look like one. Looks like a pacifier. And I just took it. You know, the pacifier that was on here, it had something on it already. It was for a doll. And it was a little tiny piece. And I adjusted it so that he would have his own little pacifier here. And I just kind of get it wet so it goes in him. But it was for a baby like his size. But there you go, you guys. There he is with his little nightwear, and this one fits him better, and his little hand stuff, and he's got his little socks on so this stays on him better, and his cute little red hat with monkeys on it, but just to keep his head protected. But there he is for you guys. I hope you can get a good view of him. And we want to say goodnight now. We're going to go to bed. We're going to wrap you now in a little burrito wrap. We're going to wrap you. I'm going to put a different one on him from what he was using, the blue one. So let me just hold him for a second and get the blanket out here so I can, oh, I got to do it to the side here, like this. Pull this down like that. And I'm getting to be a pro at this now. Now that I've got these babies, I'm becoming a pro again at this. I remember when I used to wrap my son, but that was almost 24 years ago, so I had to learn to do that again. But you just wrap one side like this. First, take the blanket, and you want to do it at the triangle side. Fold it down, just, you know, fold it down. Then you just fold over the side like this, like that, nice and tight, because babies like to be tightly in their wrap here. All right, then take the bottom and fold that up, and then you take the other side, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but take the other side then, you know, this part doesn't have to be perfect that you're putting on him, and then wrap the other side nice and tight. And that's how you do a wrap. And I was taught that in the hospital when I had my son. But there he is, you guys, all ready for bed. Hope you guys are getting a good view of him. Isn't he cute and adorable? He smells so good. I wish you could smell him. I just want to give him a little kiss. I love the sound because his mouth is open. So it does that echo. But yeah, he's ready for bed now. So we're going to put him to bed. But I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. And we'll see you all in the very next. Everybody take care and God bless from Abel and his mommy.